welcome to Production with Jolie on Jolie TV. It's your girl Jolie. On today's production, I have a little topic to discuss. It has been all over the social media. A lot of people have discussed a lot about it, so I just want to, give a little of my reaction to the ongoing saga, the ongoing drama, the ongoing nationwide talk of the town. That is the issue between Jesus and Jesus, Odumeje, and Rita Edochie. Yes, a lot have been said about it. A lot has happened during the week. There's been forgiveness. There have been, people calling and advising the both party. There are people calling and with so much anger. But looking at this discussion, I had a mixed feeling. Should I talk about it? Should I leave it? Should I let it fly? But I just wanted to say just little observation and what will I call it? Reaction to that ongoing saga. But however, I would say that a lot has happened. So both parties have asked for forgiveness, and some people are like, there is medicine after death. They're trying to cushion effect of what they have caused, that is coming from Odumeje and Rita Edochie. But let us a little bit flashback. I want to flashback a little bit because when something happens, it's good for you to sit, relax, and understand the situation so that you can learn and do not allow it to repeat itself in the future. One I want to look at, let me look at that Jesus first. Let me look at her case and her mistakes. When issues like this happen, people like us, we like to watch, we like to read, comment, and we like to learn from their mistake. So going back to Ada Jesus, what was her mistake? Number one, because I'm going to follow my reaction based on what she has said in the past, because I've listened to a lot of her videos and I'll be able to say, okay, these are her mistakes. One, her utterances. Yes, it's good for you to speak out. Yes, but sometimes they said calculated speech is also very important. It's good for you to reason, think critically if what you're about to say, the effect before saying it. Sometimes we all have our truth. We all know the truth. But before you speak, you should be prepared for the adverse reaction. You should be ready to take, or absorb whatever the outcome of what you have said will be. So I would say, I don't know, I've not been in their church, I've never been their fans, but their fan, and so I would say they alone actually knows what happened. Odumeje, Ada Jesus, Rita Edochie, if you ask me, if from my observation, I know at one point in time, they were good friends. They were colleagues in business, because she said, according to her words, she said she was part of the scam, according to her words, part of the people that were bringing, fake miracle to the church, and she admitted that she was part of that game. We don't know if it's true or not. She had not come out to say, oh, what I said in those videos were all lies, even though she asked for forgiveness in one of those videos. But she never disputes what she said. She never said what I told you guys was truth or not. That is it for Ada. You know, when talking, it's good for you to weigh the effect of what you are saying, and if you will be able to absorb it when the reaction starts. Then the angle of Rita Edochie, yes, she actually reacted, I want to use the word mean, even though she had also asked for forgiveness. But even though we know sometimes they said the first time is who you are, the second time we don't understand. So because for her to come in the presence of God or the presence of the altar begging for forgiveness, and she got that kind of, what I would call, that was the height of humiliation. Yes, that was the part that got me thinking. That was the part that got me in sorrow. That was the part that got me so sad. That was the part that got me so was kind of angry, because you know, she's a human being, just a child, 23 years or 22 years. The level of humiliation, meted on that young lady was uncalled for. It wasn't necessary, especially when it has to come with people who call themselves, you know, kingdom seekers, kingdom givers, kingdom whatever. It was uncalled for her to be treated that way. That was the height of, you know, humiliation. Laid on the floor. It's not done anywhere. It's unacceptable anywhere. Even if she was a common Christian, she wasn't even a criminal. Even if she's a criminal, that was the height of humiliation. Someone who came to ask for forgiveness. And there's something I want to say even before I forget. I believe that Ada was even brought there not on her will. Remember, they said she's not talking, she's not walking. So she was brought there, maybe without even her consent. Maybe in her right senses, she would still not want to go there. But she was taken there anyway, and got the highest humiliation anybody can get. Thank God, we have seen the positive side of the story now. But what are the lessons to learn? May God not allow us visit our enemies for help. Please. That's one thing we. Then, my man, our prophet Odumeje, I've discussed about him in my, my previous videos. And one of those that says, I believe in touch not the anointed and do the prophets no harm, that their judgment is for God. I believe strongly on that. But however, if a man is wrong, as long as you are not God, you're wrong. We will say you are wrong. I'm also going to say, thank God he has retrieved his steps. He has come out to say, okay, in his own ways, because he does his things his own way. After people have reacted, after people got so, mad, after there's a lot have been said, he came out to say he has forgiven. But why was she not forgiven the first time? Did he have to wait for people to talk on the social media, to blow the trumpet, or for people to hear, for people to plead for a long time for him to simply, forgive? I've spoken about unforgiveness in one of my previous videos. You can go and check it out, what it does to us as a human. Forgiveness is very necessary, especially when, a man of God. I have problem when, men of God do some certain things. If it comes from lay people like me, or some of my viewers, we will say, okay, we don't know much. But what about men of God who know the scripture? He interprets the scripture to us. So when it comes to the practical side of it, what happens? You see the other side of them. I was highly disappointed. I was highly, highly disappointed that a man of God could react that way. But however, like I said, thank God, he has also said he has forgiven. Then there's and the main reason I want to make this video today is some of his words, some of what I would say he boastfully talks about more in most cases, especially during that incident. He openly said things that I begin to ask myself, is the authority watching? Is the security people watching? Are there people interpreting what he's saying? These are things that you can't even you can't come out and tell, because he said something like, go and ask to so family what I did. I wiped the entire family. That's a huge revelation. That's a criminal revelation. And reliable for punishment, reliable for investigation. You don't come out on a big scream like that or social media and you're openly spilling out things like that and nobody says nothing. You don't come out to say you wipe out the entire family and nobody would ask what actually happened to this family. He is actually accepting that he wiped out the entire family. I don't know what happened. I don't know the genesis of the story. But what I'm saying is, why should a man of God or anybody come out to say, I wipe? In case if you don't understand the meaning of wiping out the entire family, it means that he killed everybody in the family. He killed everybody. That's the literal interpretation of it. Who does that? Who comes out to speak like that? Apart from, people in a country like us. That's where ignorance comes in too. You don't speak anyhow. You don't say things anyhow for the sake of the camera or for the sake of people to hail you. Coming out to say you killed people, threatening people. He was threatening the parents, for goodness sake. He was threatening the poor parents of the poor girl who were even saying to him, we don't know what she's doing. We are not part of it. It's, when I'm done with how I'm going to face the family. I know, it's like I'm taking everybody backward. But at the same time, for the future, in the next future, we don't want people to come out to say things like this and it flies out like nothing ever happened. Please, it's hard time the churches or in Nigeria or in Africa should be regulated, because from time without number I see pastors, I see men of God come out to threaten people, come out to say things, and nobody will ask. Because I know if you do say as little as this in the Western world, you will be called to account for your words. You will be called to tell us what you mean by that. But in Africa, especially in Nigeria, people can just come out and say anything. I will do that. I will kill you. I will wipe out this. I will do this, and nothing happens. So my question is, do we have people? Do we have those in authority regulating the churches in Nigeria? Because it's time for them to be regulated. Just like, when you, like the radio station, like the TV station, they are being regulated. What about the churches in Nigeria? It's hard time, because you see incidences of things happening in those churches with nobody monitoring them. The other time there was on the news of a clergy woman, a deaconess, or what did they call them? Touching children. They are allegedly pounding some of them for rituals. And this is happening right, in front of everybody. It's not even hidden. The other time you see, several things happening in different churches. Nobody is asking. They are not made to account for their activities. But it's time that the government regulate the activities happening in the church in Nigeria. Yes, there should be bodies. I know there are, there is a greater body that handles the churches, but most of them are not even members. It's hard time they'll be made to be members of, such body, so that they can be regulated when it comes to the activity. We are not saying control everything they are doing, but let people know what is actually happening. Let's know which is the real church, or which is, the ritualist church, or, I'm just talking in general, so that people don't go to church and you think the person is a church, but rather it's not a church. The other time, the other lady was killed right in church by the pastor, or maybe even collided with the wife, just because she got pregnant for the pastor. Things like this happen and nothing is said about it, because nobody, or there is nobody regulating the activities of the church. That is why things like this can happen, and after 1 or 2 months, the story dies down. Business continues for them. Somebody can pick up a mic and say all manner of things. And when they are caught in the action, they come back, this is what I would do. They'll try to turn the story all up, like we are all fools, we don't understand anything. When they are caught in their own action, thank God. And funny enough, some of them are even posting it. Look at a video like what just happened in Odumeje's church. Under normal circumstances, such videos should not even have been aired if he actually respects, the people he serves, or respects, the country. Such videos shouldn't have been aired for people to view. But because nothing was going to happen, they aired it for people to see. That's a big insult. That is like, I can do what I want to do and nothing will happen. So please, I don't know who is in whose job it is for the person to monitor what is happening in this church. There should be somebody or a body monitoring the activities happening in these churches. Then, going back to the main reason why I'm here today, the story of Ada Jesus and Odumeje. Finally, there have been forgiveness, even when a lot had been said. But however, because of things or event repeating itself, please, the bodies that are involved in this, especially Ada, because I believe strongly that she will come out of this victoriously. Even when those words were rendering on her, I was like, I'm one of those, if you know your Bible, you know that no man has the power to kill you except you. If you say you will die, you will die. Nobody has the power to kill you. I know that. So I strongly believe that she's going to come out, by the grace of God, victoriously. But if, in future, in case of any other person, please, before you speak, know the kind of person you're dealing with. And I know that, the level of poverty in Nigeria is much. If not, why would somebody like her, according to her, accepting to do what she said she did, allegedly, because we don't even know which one is true anymore. Then after doing it, she also came out to say, yes, I did it. They said I should bring people for fake miracle, and I did it. People will just openly accept things that can take them to jail, because they say it and they know nothing is going to happen. That's why you come out to say it. In the Western world, you dare not try to say things like that. You know it's illegal, and you did it. Deceiving people. So these are stories that we are not even, normally, on a normal level, it shouldn't be something people will be proud to say. Let's watch our utterances. Then in case, because she never said what she said was a lie, in case if they were all lies and she's, lying, accusing innocent people like, Madam Rita Edochie. We as children, we are brought up to respect our elders. Yes, we are brought up to respect our elders. She didn't have the right to insult that woman the way she did, especially if they were false allegations. She didn't have the right to disrespect her the way she did. I understand her own part of it. You know, if it was a lie, if all she said was a lie, it would be quite difficult to forgive that quick. But as a mother, especially when it happens in church, she should have forgiven, especially when she was brought at that, with that condition she was. You know, we should learn to respect ourselves. Then now, looking at my tribe, because this whole issue revolves around my tribe, the Igbos. Kamjokalekwen ke ife na-eme anyị ọwụ gịnị? Gịnị mere mmụọ bụ na a na-anụ ndị Igbo kwukwere, ndị Igbo mere nke mere, onye nke kwuru nke sịrị onye ọkwa ihe mere na ya ha ebụla anyị mara sị ndị Igbo abụrụ ofu, Igbo abụrụ ofu, Igbo abụrụ efu, all because of ihe dị otu a. Ife eme anyị gara ejiji nọ nwayọ wuo ya n'ime anyị, resolve ya nọ n'ime anyị, anyị ewepụta wadila anụ mmiri afọ ụtọ anyị chiri wee dịrị. Biko nụnụ ka anyị respect godikwe n'onwe anyị. Onye nke apụta ọsị Odumeje kwuru, onye nke apụta ọsị, onye nke asọ anyị na-alụ onwe anyị, ha bụrụ ndị ọzọ fa ga-alụ ụdị ọgụ anyị na-alụ onwe anyị dịka onwe ife anyị na-azọ. A na-azọ ife na-enwerekwana ife na ya, ndị ọzọ na-azọ ihe ndị bara uru, anyị na-azọ ife na-enwere ihe na ya. Ọhịa m sị ka m gwakwa ndị be anyị asị, you know, Igbo anyị kwesịrị ịbụ ofu na ha anyị na-eme. Anyị kwesịrị na-ezute onwe anyị ka ife anyị na-achụ ka anyị chụtakwana ya. Ọtọ ọ bụrụ otu anyị na-alụ kụwagbuo anyị ma agadi n'iru ka anyị dọrọ nke anyị ka anyị dọrọ nke dosa anyị sadịọ nke anyị na-anọtabili n'udo n'ime anyị bịa chọba ha ife anyị na-adọ ọ dịnụ possible. Biko ka anyị wee nọkpara n'udo. Like some of my fans that don't understand, I'm now speaking to, you know, my tribe. Let there be peace. Let there be peace around the world. Let there be peace in Africa. And let there be peace in the church. It's your girl Jolie on Jolie TV. This is all I have to say about this situation. Thank you for viewing. And we are very happy that, you know, Ada is getting the help she needs. Information getting to us, we learned that she's already, you know, receiving treatment. There are a lot of people have contributed towards her, you know, medical bills, and have been able to get a good medical treatment. And moreover, I was one of those too. I did not believe that what she was suffering from was spiritual. It was purely medical. It was just because maybe she didn't have the money to get the right treatment. Even when I saw her, I know, at the church, I was like, these people are just chasing shadows. All she needed was medical attention, not spiritual. No man has the right to kill anybody. Who the Bible says, who shall speak when the Lord have not spoken? So all those, you know, curses, and for me, I don't know. I don't believe in curses. I don't believe that anybody can curse me and it will come to pass. So it's left for your belief. So that will be it, guys. And this is Jolie on Jolie TV. Don't forget to like. Don't forget to subscribe. And don't forget to share. Until I see you in my next production, like I used to say in all my videos.